Hello YouTube, this is my first instructional video. Make sure you click subscribe and follow for any future instructional videos I put up. Hopefully over time they'll get better and better. From time to time I'll have a friend ask me to show them how to reformat a drive they just bought for their computer. Typically the drives you buy are formatted for Windows, but you want to format them if you use a Mac. So this is a step-by-step on how to do that. Alright, so first we want to plug in the drive. So obviously when you plug in, you should get an icon saying that the drive is plugged in when it registers. Here you go. In this case it's a LaCie drive, so it says LaCie setup. So the first thing you want to do after you plug in the drive is you want to go to disk utility. I like to make sure that I have no other external drives plugged in, just because one little mistake and you're deleting something you need, so just be aware. You want to find your drive. In this case it's going to be the LaCie. You want to highlight the top like selection on the root directory, meaning like the top, like I don't know, section, I guess. I typically like to make sure all my other drives are unplugged, just in case I was to hit the wrong one and format it by mistake. So yeah, I would unplug any external drives or USB pen drives. Alright, so hit erase, and then this is where you get to name it. I like to give my drives, the main drive and the backup drive names that kind of make sense, like East Coast versus West Coast, or in this case I'm going to do Red Sox, and then my backup drive for this would be Yankees. Obviously this is just the way I do it. You can do it however you'd like. This is where you get to select different formats. For the Mac, we're going to stick to Mac OS Extended Journal. And then as a scheme, you want to do the GUID partition map, and that's used for newer Intel-based Mac computers. Master boot record is for Windows computers. Apple partition map is for older Mac computers. When everything's selected, you hit erase. Sometimes I find it, especially for larger drives, like I'll have this fail the first time I do it. But typically you can go back, and if it fails, just redo it. I've had a handful of times that it didn't work, and the manufacturer replaced the drive for me, but I cannot explain why that was the case. But this worked successfully, so you hit done, and you are all set. Thank you very much for watching.